What's up, fight fans? You're watching Dissension, the MMA show for diehard fans, and not for those who think that Judo is the capital of Alaska. Yo, fight fans! Welcome back to another episode of Dissension, the MMA show for diehard fans. How do you know if you're not a diehard fan?
Well, if you're not a diehard fan, you think Yoshihiro Akiyama is a type of motorcycle.
I would totally ride one, though.
So you're saying you'd ride Akiyama? That's a little fruity, man.
No comment.
Anyways, so we're your hosts. I'm Josh Leduc. Chael's son is protege. This is Ryan Poli. He likes to drink piss.
It's true. The ultimate cheat is urine therapy. You know what? There's a lot of news with the matchups and whatnot and UFC 158 and all that, but I gotta say, first thing in my mind, this month is Melvin Gillard's 30th birthday, which means stop calling yourself the young assassin.
You're old, man.
I'm sorry, but once you're 30, can you call yourself the young assassin? Are you the young anything?
So. No. You're middle-aged. Well, not middle-aged, but I mean, sure, you're
I'm officially starting a petition.
There we go.
I want people, comment, no more young assassin.
Yes.
You're 30, assassin. Man. Happy belated birthday. Well, happy futuristic birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, get rid of your nickname.
Yeah. Get a ground game, too.
What other matchups we got? It pissed me off. Overeem pulled out of a fight.
Overeem pulled out of a fight
I really wanted to see that.
Because he has a partially torn quadricep.
Yeah, whatever.
Come on, you can push through that, especially for a fight with the dude you hate.
Yeah.
But
another fight's replacing it.
Rally for Marquardt, the champion.
I think this makes up for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Marquardt.
Coming off a knockout of Stefan Struve.
If he wins this fight, man, and I don't want to call it before it even happens, but if he wins this, come on. I mean, he might get that title shot.
Either that or he's one fight away. So,
yeah.
I mean, like we were talking earlier, it's about you got the Werdum, Nogueira matchup.
Screw Werdum.
Yeah, but he's
UFC has him ranked number 2. Are you kidding me?
Well, he's well-rounded. He's been winning fights. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know Mark Hunt. Everybody was saying, "Oh, let's give Mark Hunt a fight with a fatty asshole."
Oh, Roy Nelson.
Roy Nelson. Lose some weight.
Yeah, his horoscope was wrong, by the way. Said he was going to die of high cholesterol. Didn't happen.
No. Anyways, so we're psyched for Mark Hunt.
And as always, new MMA fix hats. Gotta wear them.
I think we have shirts too, so.
Oh, we do. And if you want them, you gotta contact one of us right here. Contact. Speaking of which, here's a picture of our most recent satisfied customer. If you buy our hats, you look cute. You cannot not look awesome.
I look cute.
With our hats. So, what does that mean? Moral of the story, buy our hats. Awesome Rosa Blade. That is the coolest logo.
Help us.
That's the coolest logo ever.
Yeah. We do this for free. We want to make some money.
So, I think that's enough rambling for us.
Anyways.
Get into the first fight.
UFC 158.
Hell yes.
From the Bell Center, Montreal, Canada.
Wherever it is.
Yeah. Montreal Canadiens. Anyways. First fight. We got George Roop versus Reuben Duran. These guys, it's like, who's going to suck more?
That's true.
George Roop, he's like 12-10 or something. It's a pretty terrible record. He's pretty close to 500.
His last couple of fights were either good job or questionable.
Yeah. So, hit or miss with George
He always
Roop.
has that you can never just he's never going to knock him out. He can always knock you out with a head kick or even a body shot like he stopped Josh Crispy.
Yep. That was beautiful.
What do you think of Duran?
Duran, again, well, he's not hit or miss, but I don't think he's on the level of the UFC. I think he's going to whoever loses this fight is probably going to get cut.
You know what? You're very polite. Here's what I think of Duran. You suck on the feet. You're a big bantamweight. He doesn't utilize his size.
No.
If he doesn't get it to the ground, he can take a punch, but you eventually are going to get knocked out. I'm sorry. The height, the reach, it's all not in your favor. You're going to get picked apart on the feet. You're not going to get it to the ground. George Roop, he's coming back. Knockout.
I'm being mild today. You guys need to look up my Awesome Anderson Silva as a press article. We'll talk about that later. So, yeah, we both have George.
I checked it up. Not as much controversy as I thought it would stir up.
Oh, well.
It's going to happen now, though.
Yeah.
Because we are promoting it. Go watch it and then go, wow, you guys, I hate it. I hate your article. Bring it on. More dissension.
Yes. All right, so next fight we got TJ Dillashaw versus Issei Tamura.
You're taking Roop too, right? We both got.
Yeah, we both got Roop.
Both got Roop.
Anyways, Dillashaw versus Tamura, because I don't know how to pronounce Tamura's first name. Because I'm not Asian.
Or something like
I'm
that.
not Asian.
Issei, Tamura, whatever.
Okay, so basically, Dillashaw, more well-rounded, better fight camp, better all-around fighter.
Yep. One word. Wrestling.
One-armed guillotines.
That's true. They were making fun of him saying he couldn't do, he needed to go, like, rear naked choke school.
Yeah.
Yes. But it doesn't matter. Tamura's not going to knock him out. He's got his potential power. It's Dillashaw, man. Come on. It's not happening. That's it. Anything more? I got nothing to add for that fight.
We got Dillashaw.
Third fight. Dillashaw, both of us.
All right, so next fight we got Rick Story versus Quinn Mulhern. Or Hearn, yeah.
I've researched the guy. Good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But it's Rick Story.
Yeah, Rick Story, yeah.
He's a pretty good veteran.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's been around for years. He's got power in his hands. He's got a pretty decent ground game.
Stood toe-to-toe with Thiago Alves.
He's got an awesome nickname, The Horror Story.
Yeah, much better than some of the other fruity ones.
Yeah, like The Dream.
Why didn't he keep Nightmare, man? Why didn't he keep Nightmare?
Diego Sanchez.
The Dream.
Now that you're the Dream, you're a Greg Jackson bitch. You're a point fighter.
This is what I want to hear. More of this. This is awesome.
It's okay, Greg Jackson. You can suck it. I will fight you. You know Greg Jackson actually did MMA. He was like 0-2.
Really?
Yeah, he was a terrible fighter, but somehow he was a great coach.
I never knew he did the whole MMA thing. Yeah. I thought he was more traditional.
He had 2 fights. Yeah. Anyways.
Rick Story.
Rick Story.
I mean, come on.
Both of us.
Rick Story.
Pretty easy.
What's the next one?
Darren Cruickshank, John Makdessi.
Tough fight.
It is very tough.
But we ended up coming with the same conclusion.
We both think Cruickshank's going to win just because he's got the ground game. He's got that wrestling. 2
good karate guys. One guy gets taken down.
I would love to see this staying on the feet just because
they're both
so technical.
Cruickshank was robbed of not only fight of the night, but knockout of the night honors with
his last fight there. Yeah.
Martinez. Henry Martinez. Come on. He got robbed of knockout. Joe Silva, wake up, man. What the hell?
We're going to keep texting you.
I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah.
He didn't even answer my last one.
Well, maybe you should start listening to us.
No, he just keeps forgetting who I am.
We're going to start a petition to put us on the media panel that decides the rankings. Why? Because we're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a whole podcast just on the rankings.
Yeah.
It'll be on the site soon enough.
And we'll just be like, you guys, Ariel Helwani, I like you, but get off Alistair Overeem's dick. Get off Steven Seagal's dick. He's a manatee.
Hey, the reason I like Ariel Helwani is because my little nephew, when he outgrows his little tiny ties, I'm going to donate them to him. He wears those little tiny thin ones.
His weird ass sneakers too.
Yeah. But enough dissing on the mermaid. Anyways. I mean Ariel Helwani.
So we both got Cruickshank. It's going to be either a great stand-up fight or he's going to take Makdessi to the ground and just beat him up for 3 rounds.
He's got 2 ways to win.
Yeah. Well, on the feet, it's very close.
It will be.
I think Cruickshank's got a little bit of a reach on him. Plus, he does Taekwondo.
I think he's got more power, yeah.
Whereas Makdessi does karate. And as we saw in the last fight, a lot of distance, throwing that jab out.
Yeah.
Whereas Cruickshank's going to start throwing spinning kicks and stuff. Kind of like
throws a lot of head kicks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you stop 99 of those sons of bitches. It's going to catch you at one time.
He doesn't have to worry about being taken down because he's got good wrestling. So he has the ability to throw his kicks. And I think, Cruickshank, Makdessi's going to be good in the lightweight division as well. But Cruickshank, I think he's probably pretty close to the future of our division. Or in the lightweight division.
We got you, Cruickshank.
So,
we got support for you.
Yeah. Anyways.
Not marking out or anything. But who do we got next?
Dan Miller versus Jordan Mean. This breaks my heart because Dan Miller is an amazing guy.
And that whole thing with the family and the kids and.
But I don't think you're gonna win.
I feel bad for saying that.
Yeah, me too.
I feel horrible. I'm a horrible person.
Anyways,
you're a horrible person.
You're a horrible person. You're gay for Akiyama. I mean, sure, he's sexy Yama, but come on. Anyways, Miller has had a long layoff.
Yeah.
Even before this layoff, he wasn't that great of a fighter.
His welterweight debut was impressive. Wasn't against the best opponent, but it was impressive, which showed me one thing. The cut was okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have much trouble. But who is he fighting?
He is fighting Jordan Mean.
I mean, and what does this guy do in all of his fights? I mean, he's just kind of I want to knock you out.
Yeah.
I want to hurt you.
Yeah. He is the Vanderlei Silva. Well, I'm not going to say that, but yeah.
No. You know, and again, we're embellishing. We're probably a little exaggerating. I mean, hopefully.
That was very...
We're going to get a comment like, you sons of bitches don't know what you're talking about. You're saying this guy. You said Vanderlei.
Okay, good. That's what I meant.
You know, they're going to be like, you're comparing this dude to Vanderlei. You don't know anything. But, I mean...
It's very much giving him a compliment and embellishing. We're overstating it, but he likes to hurt people.
Suck it up. It's an entertainment show. Stop taking this so seriously.
Plus, we're smart. I mean...
He does good against wrestlers. A split decision against Tyron Woodley.
The thing I'm thinking against Dan Miller is Miller might do a Joe Lozon, Rio Chonin, and go for like a flying heel hook. Or some really crazy submission. Because the Millers are really good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that is true.
Plus, he's got good wrestling, too.
He's probably going to try to utilize that more now that he's cut weight. Yeah. Fighting, usually he's the bigger guy now. But the stats are actually pretty much the same for both these guys. I checked him up. Miller might have a little bit of a reach. But, I don't know. I got to go with Mean.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mean as well. So.
His only loss was a split decision to Tyron Woodley. You saw him in his last fight.
Yeah.
Boom! Knockout.
Yeah. I got that one wrong. You called that. But, anyways.
It's all good. You got the Maya one on that same night.
Yes, I did.
So
anyways.
I called Fish. Fuck you, Fish.
Well, he's in the World Series of Fighting now.
So. Debut already. Hurry up. I want to see how good you are.
He's not good. He's going to get, knocked out or something.
I swear to God, if you call
it's going to be interesting to see who they put him against. Anyways, next fight, Darren Elkins versus Antonio Carvalho.
Very tough fight.
Carvalho, great jiu-jitsu guy. He's also got black belt in karate. Darren Elkins.
Nice head kicks, man.
Yes, he does.
Throwing crazy head kicks. You know what? You cannot throw enough head kicks to make it exciting. Yeah. I want to see, head kick, head kick, head kick. Bam. He throws so many. It's like keep the striking game going, man. Even when they're tired. Head kick.
Yeah.
I don't know why I threw a punch when I said that.
He's another jiu-jitsu guy that's who was the last guy who fought? He's
Rodrigo Dam.
No, on the last card on Fuel. Brazilian guy, 4th degree black belt.
Yeah, Rodrigo Dam.
Really?
He was on Tough Brazil.
No. He was on...
Did he fight another one?
Tough Live. The guy from Tough Live.
I thought...
His hands were really good before he got put on the ground.
Oh, are we talking about Elkins or...
No. The last card, Fuel 8. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. 4th degree black belt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about someone's lost opponent or something like that.
No. Anyways, this guy's a jiu-jitsu guy with great striking, just like whoever your name was. You fought in Pride. You're a jiu-jitsu instructor for the old Shoot-A Box Academy.
Oh, Cristiano Marcelo.
Okay,
I didn't know who the hell we were talking. I was like, what are we talking about?
Much like Marcelo.
We clearly don't rehearse.
No, we don't. This is all coming right off the top of my head.
We're just...
So, anyways, if you don't like it, shove it up your ass. Go home. You're drunk. Anyways, so we got Carvalho.
Yeah, Elkins. He could out wrestle him.
Go ahead, talk up Elkins a little bit.
He could. He could out wrestle him.
Yeah.
Do I see it happening for 3 rounds? No.
Probably not.
No, with the potential of being submitted or knocked out. Yeah. I'm not playing my chances. And if I'm a betting man. I'm sorry.
But still.
2 Carvalhos, 2 smart guys until we disagree, and then he's the dumb guy and I'm the smart guy.
And then he's the dumb guy and I'm the smart guy.
It is what it is.
Speaking of such, next fight,
disagreement
versus Voelke.
More dissension.
You can start this one.
All right. I'm just gonna call him Bobby because Voelke, man. I keep wanting to say Volkman.
Yeah.
So Bobby.
He was interesting dude.
I like Volkman. So, Bobby, you know what? He comes to bring it. He's knocked out so many of his opponents. But the thing is, it's not in the UFC.
Yeah.
So, we don't really know for sure what skill set he's really at. I mean, he could be knocking out guys where we're like, oh, man, he's knocking out these guys. When in comparison to UFC talent, it's nothing. However, we're dealing with Cote. What do you think of Cote?
He's tough. He's not technical. Well, he's somewhat technical. He's getting more technical. I think this fight is either going to make or break for Cote.
Oh, yeah.
He's either going to do well at welterweight and be a gatekeeper, or he's going to get kicked out of the UFC for this fight. I'm thinking he's going to do well. I think his striking is going to be better.
Ooh, he's going with he's going to do well.
I think his ground game is still pretty solid. I mean, he stood there for 3 rounds with Kung Lee.
Yeah.
Voelke, not Kung Lee. I mean, he landed some shots on Kung Lee.
He did.
Sure, he lost a pretty convincing unanimous decision, but I think Cote's got the power. If he touches the chin of Voelke, he could go out. Voelke touches Cote's chin. Cote's got a good chin. The only time I've seen him TKO'd or KO'd was that DQ
Sakara in the back of the head,
yeah,
which was crap. If you closely watch those, it was almost identical to Yuri Alcantara, and everyone's like, that was crap. It shouldn't happen to Yuri Alcantara, but they're like, oh no, Sakara, yeah, clearly disqualified. It was only because it was in Canada. You biased sons of bitches.
Mergliata did that one too.
Did you do both of them?
Yeah,
he did.
No, he did. Sakara.
No, I think he did. He did both of them.
Yeah,
he did both of them.
Damn Mergliata.
I'm more pissed off at the crowd because the crowd was like, oh no, Cote, you biased sons of bitches. Same thing. It was like right here, all in the gray area, and they're like, oh, disqualified.
This is dangerous. You want to keep your fighters safe because, I mean, right here, that's pretty freaking dangerous. You get hit like that. What was it? It was like five or 7 times, right?
No, I watched each one very closely.
Bam!
And it was almost no different from freaking Eric Silva, Carlo Prater.
Okay.
They're all like the exact same thing, and everybody has a different opinion on them. No, it's the same shit.
Anyways, I'm picking Cote. He's been around for a while, whereas Voelke's just coming into the UFC. I mean, Patrick Cote was doing well against Anderson Silva before he had that injury.
The old Patrick.
Yeah, but I think old Patrick's coming back this fight.
The Canadian's got the Canadian. He's thinking he's very optimistic.
That's another point.
He's very optimistic.
Fighting in Canada.
Okay.
So he's going to be ready to go.
Well, you are very optimistic about this young man, What is he, like 33 now?
Yeah, he's old.
But a lot of people who are coming in from Strikeforce, they're really kicking some ass.
They are.
And I'm surprised about that. And he's usually on the top tier of those. Like, I've seen, like, Chris Lieben. Did we all think that he was going to lose?
Okay, but Chris Lieben, that fight was bull crap. Like he said, he was letting the guy punch him in the 3rd round just so he could get an exciting fight for the fans. And it sounds like Chris Lieben's coming back in July. No named opponent yet, but they're in the works with another striker who's going to stand there and bang with him.
You could argue the facts a little bit here and there, but the point remains the same, that he's still a top-tier guy. He wants to make a statement. I think Cote is a make or break. I'm not as optimistic for him. He was a okay middleweight. He was supposed to KO the 40-year-old Kung Lee. Never
did. He still had a title shot. So I wouldn't say he's an okay middleweight. I'd say he's
he was a good one. He only got that shot because of injury, and he was the only. Because his last fight before that was a split decision win that I don't really think he won, and it was against Ricardo Almeida.
Almeida was good back then, though.
But he's not even fighting a middleweight anymore. It's like he was fighting okay guys. If you actually look at the ones he got, it was just because he was on the longest win streak, and Okami got injured, and they were like, who else can fight? He was the only one.
Okay, anyways, dissension. I say Cote is probably going to knock out Voelke.
No, I got Voelke winning a decision. Because
he's not going to knock out Cote.
Welterweight debut, you've lost a couple times.
No, didn't he?
You're not the same fighter. I just think there are too many factors.
Didn't he have another fight at welterweight?
No, he was supposed to, but he pulled out. Okay. He again got injured or something like that, or delayed.
But you also got to bring that in to account that he's made that cut a couple times. He's had everybody before they cut weight, they have a practice cut. He was also cutting weight for his welterweight debut, so this is gonna be his 3rd time cutting down to welterweight.
Well, I don't think he's gonna come out like like gasping for air in the first 30 seconds. Yeah. But do I think that he's gonna be a guy who's done it most of his career?
You got to think him at welterweight. It's going to be like Damian Maia at welterweight. He's going to have abs. Yeah. He's going to be in shape and ready to go.
And he got injured, which is why he pulled out. So if his opponent got injured, I'd say, oh, no, you're fine. You got plenty of time to cut. But it was the vice versa.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
All right, so
I am not optimistic about Cote. Never have been.
We'll see.
We disagree.
Yep.
We disagree again?
Another fight we disagree. Ricci versus Colin Fletcher.
I do see your point, though. It's very hard for me to I mean, Ricci, great striking.
Yeah.
We definitely showcased that on The Ultimate Fighter.
But we also saw. I agree. We saw him get manhandled by Tim Kennedy's protege, Colton Smith.
He made you his bitch.
But you also got to think he went through that entire show fighting up a weight class.
Oh, yeah, I can see where now he's dropping down.
Yeah, he's always been a lightweight. He fought in Bellator at lightweight, and he lost to one of their Pat Curran, whoever the lightweight champion is.
No, Pat Curran.
Yeah, Pat Curran, who was a great fighter.
It was.
And I want to say that was a TKO loss, and I think that was probably one of the.
Oh no, you're right. I don't know why. I don't know why. I was getting their weight classes mixed up. Michael Chandler, are you talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways,
look it up.
Yeah.
What are we doing your damn research for you?
I'm not your mom.
We're not breaking this down to the point where an idiot can figure this out.
Anyways, Mike Ricci. Sure, Fletcher's got long reach. He's a tall dude.
Yeah.
But I think Ricci's going to get on the inside, probably land some power shots, and TKO him.
And I can see that happening. If it happens, I'm not going to be like, whoa, how the hell that happened?
Yeah.
It could happen.
Fletcher's going to have to work that jab.
Yeah.
Keep him out. I don't think he's going to want to take it to the ground.
See, because that's what I think exactly what he's going to do. He saw what happened with Colton Smith, and he's going to go.
Yeah, but Colton Smith is strong as hell.
But Colton Smith is more of a, I want to hold you and punch you. Fletcher, he just needs a minute to sink in something, whether it's armbar, Kimura, rear naked choke, doesn't matter. So he's not going to look there to hold him down. He's
you also
got to
think
get something.
Ricci fights out of TriStar. I'm pretty sure he's probably improved his ground game in jiu-jitsu.
I'm sure he's improved. But how many times have we seen, like, what was the case where, I can't think of one now, but we were like, this guy, he's not going to get knocked out because he's working with this dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't help his striking. It doesn't help his head movement.
Good one there. He didn't get knocked out, but Rashad Evans, Tyrone Spong, and Alistair Overeem are down at Black Zillions.
Yep.
And his striking looked subpar against Nogueira.
Yeah.
But anyways, Mike Ricci's a different animal.
He is. I think he's a different animal in certain aspects. I still think he has a obvious weakness. Not that you can put him against anybody to be weakness, but we're talking about a guy who does submit people. He had his 2 fights that he won in The Ultimate Fighter, 2 submissions. So you have your weakness playing to another guy's strength.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's going to look to close the distance. That's what Fletcher's going to look for. He's going to go, come in, he's going to look to clinch, take him down, and submit him.
Again, he's going to have to clinch with them to take him down. He's going
to wait for Ricci to clinch with him. He's going to look to come in.
Fighter. He's not a shoot fighter.
No, he's going to wait till Ricci comes to him. He's not going to shoot in.
I don't know.
I think he's going to he knows that Ricci's going to look to do that. And then he's going to counter, and then he might lose the first round. He's going to take a while to get the range, time it good. He just needs that 1 second. And once it hits the ground, Ricci can't get back up, as we've seen from him sometimes.
But you also said that Colton Smith is going to hold you down and punch you, whereas this guy's going to go for something, which means there's going to be an opening. The thing is, Colton Smith is stronger than Mike Ricci. Mike Ricci couldn't get up because he was a smothering wrestler. Yep. Whereas this is a jiu-jitsu fighter. Yeah,
so he might not lay and pray and guard. He might get your back.
Yeah.
Now, he might stand up, but I guarantee you a talented veteran who, and it was funny because I didn't think that Fight Freak was coming in, or, Fight Freak! The Freak show was coming into the Tough until it already happened. I was like, oh, damn, because I'd heard about this guy long before, and he's been around for a while. He knows his crap. He's a weird son of a bitch, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he is.
But I think he's going to be too skilled on the ground versus smothering strength. And a jiu-jitsu guy, he looks for openings. He wants the guy to think, if I can do this, he's going to go with it. He's going to roll. He's going to counter. He's going to look to get something. He just needs one shot.
I'm confident in Ricci's takedown defense because that's pretty much all he had to work for this fight. Takedown defense. And when you're training with GSP, the man with the best takedowns in the UFC right now.
That's true. Kenny Florian said the same thing working with GSP against Gray Maynard. Could not stop the takedown to save his life.
I kind of want to say...
Months of training. Didn't happen.
Yeah, but Gray Maynard's also like a Division I All-American wrestler from Arizona.
Yep. So all Fletcher's got to do is more think counter and jiu-jitsu rather than takedown.
So, dissension. But I will say this. If Mike Ricci gets a ground game, you may see this happen. You got GSP at welterweight, champion. You have Rory McDonald go up to 185, champion. Then you got Mike Ricci, 155 champion.
So 3-star, tri-star champions.
Yeah.
Is this one of your other moments where you're like predicting in the future and see what's going to happen? Maybe.
I've had a couple, but I'd say it's nice. I'm still saying that Frankie Edgar is going to be the first 3-division champion. Anthony Pettis is going to make a run for it, but still.
Anthony Pettis.
Anyways, dissension. My predictions.
We respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
He can see if my guy wins by submission. I can understand if Ricci gets a knockout. It happens.
So now we got Chris Camozzi.
You suck. I don't even want to talk about Camozzi.
Both of these guys suck. We're picking the lesser of two evils, Nick Ring.
I don't even want to go any further than that.
Nope.
Nick Ring over Chris Camozzi.
Lesser of two evils.
Yep.
They both suck.
Next fight.
Jake Ellenberger, Nate Marquardt.
This one's tough.
Tough fight.
Marquardt, I want to pick you.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know what happened. I could make every excuse in the world for his last fight. I mean, I can't even begin to say. Maybe you had a bad weight cut. Maybe you thought you had it in the bag. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He thought
I don't
he had
know.
it in the bag. This guy, Jake Ellenberger, obviously much more dangerous.
There's a reason they call him the Juggernaut.
Yeah, he was destroying people.
Yeah.
I mean, destroying people.
Taking down wrestlers.
Yeah, well, he is a wrestler.
But taking down good wrestlers. Like, you figure how many times does, like, Joe Rogan say, 2 good wrestlers, probably going to be a crappy stand-up war? No, he takes down good wrestlers.
And he's got good stand-up, too.
You know, we saw his last 4 fights, including the one where he lost against Martin Kampmann. He destroyed him in that first round.
Yeah, he did.
Came back to quick stoppage, lose. I don't know. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that, but the thing is, he's looked good for most of all his last couple of fights. I don't see him randomly going, I can't cut weight, or, I suck.
Yeah. I think Ellenberger's probably going to KO Marquardt, just because...
KO, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got that power. Marquardt's good standing up, and he's really well-rounded, but I don't think he's going to be able to take down Ellenberger to get his black belt in jiu-jitsu working. So he's going to have to stand and trade. And Safadine, he's a great striker.
Yeah.
He's pretty good since he's been working with Dan Henderson.
A lot of leg kicks.
Yeah. But, yeah, after that fight, I don't see Nate Marquardt doing too much in the UFC.
I want to say he's smart enough to improve, work on his mistakes, and get the win. I can't do that.
Yeah.
As a I try to be non-biased. As a non-biased point of view, I don't see him doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I like Marquardt. I didn't think he should have gotten cut from the UFC, but I mean, he's not going to win this fight, and he's never going to be UFC champion.
And if he does win, though, I will say this. It'll probably be by a knockout like he did with Woodley. Yeah. Very kind of closely contested. He catches you, throws your combos. I've seen him. He's very well-rounded in his kickboxing.
He's got crazy elbows, too, like we saw in that Woodley fight.
We both want Marquardt to win, just because it's like, come on, dude.
Okay, I don't want to say I want him to win because I like Ellenberger.
Well,
I like Marquardt, too. They're both good guys.
I guess I can say the same thing.
But it'd be nice to see Marquardt come back.
Yeah, I hate to see Marquardt
prove
lose.
Dana White wrong, just because I like it when Dana White's mad. It's funny.
So you got Ellenberger by knockout.
Yeah.
I will be a little more conservative, and I'll say he'll win by decision. Between the stand-up and the wrestling, his only chance for me is Ellenberger has known to kind of give up the third round.
Yeah.
So, but again,
have like a close contested split decision.
Yeah, and I don't see Marquardt third round going all out and knocking him out. Maybe, but I'm not putting that money down going, Marquardt third round knockout.
I'm not saying, and I don't think Marquardt could submit him either. I mean, we saw the Chael Sonnen fight, he got manhandled, and he had a couple of guillotines, but that's about it. I mean, his black belt...
He needs to start going for that. Did the same thing against Okami.
Yeah.
No more guillotines.
His black belt is... He's
a second-degree black belt.
He's got a submission defense black belt, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we got Ellenberger. I'm saying KO. You're saying decision.
Yep.
Next fight, another dissension. Very, 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 very close fight.
One of the hardest.
Yeah.
You got Carlos Condit.
I got Carlos Condit.
Johnny Hendricks.
Mostly because Johnny Hendricks, I'm saying he's looking past Condit.
Johnny Hendricks.
And he says he's not looking past Hendricks. Condit, but...
They say that for every fight.
But
he's looking past him. Everybody always says that.
Yeah, but like we saw in Marquardt, he really was.
I don't think he was. I just don't think that they knew
Hendricks
really how skilled he was.
Hendricks was like, oh, I'm the #1 contender. Which I'm not saying he's not, but...
Screw Nate Diaz. Or
Nick Diaz.
Well, screw them both, actually, but screw Nick Diaz.
Nate Diaz is nicer, but yeah. But anyways.
A nicer dick is still a dick.
Yeah, that's true.
He's still an ass.
But still, I don't see Hendricks landing that shot that's going to knock out Condit. Condit's got a pretty good chin.
I agree. I do agree with you there. I do not think he will finish him.
But I understand why you think he's going to win, because if he takes it to the ground, I kind of think Carlos Condit can catch him, because he's got good rubber guard. He's got really unorthodox striking.
He does.
Hendricks is either going to land that left hand,
yep,
or he's going to control him for 3 rounds.
That clear cut and dry?
Yeah.
I can understand that. I think it's a little more mixed.
Okay.
I think Hendricks will go in very open-minded. He's not going to go into this fight with Condit going, I'm going to land that left hand. I'm going to utilize my wrestling. I'm going to hold you down. He's going to be very well-rounded. If he gives him that opening, like Campman did, he's going to throw the left hand. If he comes in with a knee, as Condit does, he's going to look to counter and try to take him down. He's going to be as smart and fight a smart fight. And I think between his wrestling, between his power, Carlos Condit will be tentative in his striking. He'll be a little more frantic paced. He's not really going to know whether he's going to shoot or go, throw that left hand after we've seen what happened to Campman, after we've seen him kind of back away from Nick Diaz. I'm not saying he didn't fight a smart fight, but when people get in his face, he's kind of, okay, get away, get away.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing against Nick Diaz. To beat him, you got to do that. You either got to out-wrestle him, or you got to hit him while he's coming forward.
Which was
he's
smart.
He's an idiot. He drops his hands. He's like, let's go fight, man. I'm going to let you hit me in the face.
It was smart. It was a smart thing, but we can clearly tell that when if you're pressing the attack, he doesn't want to try to loop and counter. He gets away and then reestablishes himself. I think Johny Hendricks will play off this. He's going to go, okay, he's backing away, now shoot for the takedown. Or he's defending the takedown, now come in with my overhand left.
The thing I'm thinking with Condit is he comes from such weird angles, and Hendricks isn't that great of a striker. He's got the power, but his striking's not that good.
Debatable.
You have GSP, the second greatest champion ever.
Chael Sonnen, you're going to say?
No, I'm giving it to Anderson.
I thought you were going to say Chael Sonnen.
Anyways.
Big mark out.
Anyways.
That was good. Oh.
Even GSP got caught with really weird, because his kicks are so weird.
Yeah.
He throws those really stiff kicks up to the head.
It is a very good skill. I tried doing that. I can't do that.
The thing is he going to throw the kicks, or is he going to be afraid of being taken down? Plus, he's got really good elbows. Even when he's on his back, you saw with GSP, he's active. He's throwing those elbows. I think Johny Hendricks, there's a chance that if Johny Hendricks takes him down, Johny Hendricks is going to lose the fight on top, and Condit's going to win it off his back.
You think he's going to be that active?
I think he's going to be that active. I think this is what's going to happen.
Okay.
He's going to get a rubber guard, and he's going to start pounding away on his face, open up a cut. Hendricks is going to be like, I'm kind of in trouble now. He's going to start to panic. He's either going to stand up, or he's going to get caught in a submission.
Or they could just stop it from the cut, depending on how bad it is.
I'm thinking he's going to get caught in a triangle, because Condit's got those really long legs.
I can understand that, but as we've seen with really good wrestlers, they're pretty good at stifling jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. But, I mean, even GSP, who is one of the best wrestlers, even though he never wrestled in college, he had a tough time doing some damage to Condit.
He did, but as we've seen, even though he had trouble, he did enough. If both guys are active, you don't even have to out-active the guy in the bottom. You just have to be as active, and the judges will go,
he's on top.
Oh, they're both about the same, but he's winning.
But GSP throws those elbows. I don't see Hendricks throwing a lot of elbows. He throws hands. So he's not going to cut up Condit.
Yeah, but as we've seen, even when he takes a guy down, he doesn't settle. Like, GSP settles. He settles for elbows and guard. He looks to move and then, land other things or even get the back. Or he's a very well-rounded guy.
GSP fights a Tito Ortiz style. He's cool with being in the guard.
Which is fine.
Or half guard, getting on top, just pounding on him. Which is, that's
very fine. Good. I just don't think that this sort of style for Condit, as active as he is, they're still going to go, I applaud you, Condit. You're not getting destroyed. You're very, very strong. But in the end, they're going to go, well, whose name do I check off for this point? And I think they're going to go with Hendricks.
I think it's going to be a split decision, no matter what.
I will not deny
split
that
decision,
be a close.
or Hendricks is going to knock him out, or Condit's going to submit him. So I'm kind of leaning towards the decision.
I'm leaning towards the decision, but it looks like we're on the opposite ends.
Yeah.
Hendricks, the true #1 contender.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Screw Nick Diaz.
Yeah, I agree with that. But GSP wants what he gets.
I can understand that he wants it, but to say that he deserves it, GSP is whack.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, this is the best thing right now. No, it's not. It's what you want right now. That doesn't make it the best thing.
Anyways, so we're on to that fight. GSP, Nick Diaz. Do we really have to say anything else besides that?
Nick Diaz! No, not at all.
GSP is strong, athletic, very good wrestler, very good striker, and he can go all day. I mean, they say Nick Diaz is great cardio, GSP is great cardio.
That's true. And you don't have to have better cardio than Nick Diaz to win. You just, I mean, Sean Shirk, great cardio.
Yep.
Who had better? Debatable. But the thing is, unless if you have bad cardio, Nick Diaz doesn't have an advantage.
Yeah.
You just can't get tired before the fight's over.
Yep, I agree. And I think what's going to be interesting is, the only chance Nick Diaz has is if GSP. Did you hear the conference call?
I gotta watch that.
GSP was pissed.
I know he was pissed off, and there was a lot of vulgar language from my understanding.
I'm guessing the only thing Nick Diaz has a chance to do is GSP gets pissed off and he gets caught. But I don't think GSP is that stupid.
Even
if
if he
uses
does
his
get
emotions, we might be able to see GSP finish someone for the first time in years.
I'm thinking a rear naked choke.
I'm thinking TKO. I don't think he's going to submit Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is a really good black belt.
But when was the last time we've seen... Well, here's what I'm thinking. People who get submitted who are really good at jiu-jitsu, it's because they get rocked.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying the smart thing to do is rock him first, and then don't try to finish him, because then all the guy's got to do is this, and the ref will be like, all right, it's time to recover.
Yeah.
You just got to rock him a little bit with those elbows and sink in the choke.
The thing is, I think it's going to be from the feet. I think it's going to be a nice, short, straight punch right on the chin. Diaz is going to collapse. GSP is going to try to finish.
As much as I want to say his aggression, his anger, his rage for this Diaz guy,
I think he's just trying to sell a fight.
Not even that. I think he legitimately wants to just beat the hell out of this
for 5
dude.
rounds and just be like.
But I think that it's. I mean, how many times has he said, "I want to finish a fight again. I want to finish a fight again. I want to finish a fight again"?
He almost did against Condit with that cut.
He almost did against a lot of fights.
Yeah.
I mean, well, maybe not necessarily.
Okay.
But the thing is,
but
I'm thinking 5 rounds.
You also got to think.
5 rounds.
You also got to think. When you're a champion, the fights, they're not going to stop it for injuries. Like Issei, that fight should have been stopped.
Yeah.
Condit's cut, that's debatable because that was a nasty cut.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he should be getting some TKO doctor stoppage wins. But I think it's going to be a 5-rounder.
I think 5
rounds.
Is
going to be beat up.
GSP.
And I'm going to watch all 5 of those and just be like, I'm enjoying this.
I'm putting my money on GSP depending on the betting odds. If I have to put down like $500, I'm not doing it.
If you're putting money on anyone, it's obviously GSP.
If you can afford it, because it's probably going to be like you probably got to get $500 down to get a $100 profit. I mean, it's not worth it.
I think the other fight that would be good for your money is Cruickshank.
If I had to put mine, it would be TJ Dillashaw, depending on the betting odds.
Yeah, but I think the betting odds are going to be better for Cruickshank versus Makdessi because it's going to be a closer fight. But, I mean...
Well, true, but it's also... it's so close.
It's not that close because Makdessi doesn't have the ground game.
Well, that's assuming we see Cruickshank. I mean, how many times have we seen guys who are like prideful? I want to stand and bang, and then they get caught.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? You know?
Because I want to put a fight on for the fans. Well, people are betting their houses on you, so.
I was gonna say after I put my money on Marquardt to beat Safadine, I might just do the opposite now and pick Ellenberger, just to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get my money back on you, bitch. Sorry, Marquardt. I actually have no harsh feelings towards you. I'm just pissed.
That is us.
Any more news? Those are our UFC 158.
Yeah.
This whole 2-week waiting thing kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, there's the oversaturation of UFC, but I like seeing fights.
I like seeing them keep going.
Now that Strikeforce is gone.
My Saturday is not a Saturday without fights.
Yeah. Now that Strikeforce is gone, the UFC's got to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see from here who gets cut, because they're looking to cut another 100 guys. That is a lot of people.
100 guys?
100 guys over.
Joe Silva, just add more freaking fights.
Just add me.
You're a $10 billion business.
I'll get rid of.
You can't add another one more fight to each card. I mean,
yeah, they're talking about making a 12-fight card now. Instead of 8, 1, 2, 3.
The only problem is
5,
injuries.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This one was originally
This is
13.
12.
This one was originally 13
Yeah.
because Jabwin was supposed to fight some guy, and then Johnny Eduardo, and he got pulled out.
He keeps getting injured. Because
I don't give a
Jabwin
shit.
was supposed to fight. Because Jabwin's the Bahama guy, right? With the good striking. He's
I'm
that's
not.
Eve
I'm
Edwards,
done
that's Eve
calling
Edwards.
countries because some people bitch when.
Oh,
they,
yeah,
The
yeah.
one time you were like, oh, you said UK instead of Iceland. Wow, that's what you're taking from this whole conversation, not the fact that we were actually tied for number 1 out of all the predictions out of 41 MMA sites. We tied for first, and they're like, well, you're stupid because you meant to say Iceland and you said UK. Oh, wow, thank God that is what you took from this whole freaking show.
Anyways,
moron.
Before we get into
Wow.
another lawsuit. Josh. That's right.
He always says it. We will see you next time.